ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषद अध्याय 4 मंत्र 21। अजात इत्येवं कश्चिद्भीरुः प्रपद्यते रुद्रयत्ते दक्षिणं मुखं तेन मां पाहि नित्यम्। This mantra is showing how a mumukshu should take refuge at Ishvara. Sharanagati, taking refuge at Ishvara, is called Sharanagati. It is also called Prapatti. Sharanagati is also called Prapatti. Sharanagati should be understood properly. There are two examples for Sharanagati. One is called Marjala Kishorannyaya. Another is called Markata Kishorannyaya. Marjala Kishorannyaya means being like a kitten. What does a kitten do? Kitten does not do anything. It leaves everything to its mother. It just accepts where its mother keeps it. Sometimes the mother will keep the baby kitten under the bed. Sometimes it will keep it on the loft. Sometimes it will keep on the rooftop. The baby kitten just accepts it. In the same manner, a bhakta cultivates acceptance. He just accepts what happens to his life without grumbling, without struggling. He just accepts. Ishvara has kept me in this place. Ishvara has kept me in this body. Ishvara has kept me in this surrounding. And Ishvara is giving me these problems. He just accepts all that happens in his life without complaining. As the grace of Ishvara, as Ishvara Prasada. This is Marjala Kishoranyaya. Then there is a Markata Kishoranyaya. A baby monkey. What does a baby monkey do? It just holds on to its mother. The mother may jump from tree to tree. Even then the baby monkey is clinging to its mother. It does not leave its mother wherever it jumps. In the same manner, a bhakta should hold on to Ishvara. Whatever happens, even in the time of difficulties, a bhakta should not leave Ishvara. Hold on to Ishvara at all times. This is another dimension of Sharanagati. It is called Markata Kishoranyaya. Markata means monkey. Kishora means baby. Baby monkey Nyaya. There are two Nyayas. And there are two sects holding on to each Nyaya. And they have a dispute among themselves also. That is another thing. I am not getting into it, but we need both the examples. Both the examples are relevant. As far as holding on to Ishvara is concerned, one should be like Markata Kishora, baby monkey. Constantly remember Ishvara. Constantly hold on to Ishvara at any circumstance in life. And as far as accepting the situations in lives are concerned, be like Marjala Kishora, the baby kitten. That is the way one should take refuge at Ishvara. Sharanagati. So, who takes refuge at Ishvara? The Upanishad calls that person a bhiruhu. Bhiruhu prapadyate. Prapadyate means he takes refuge. He does a sharanagati. And the person who takes refuge is called a bhiruhu. Bhiruhu means the frightened one. One who has fear is called bhiru, not biru. Biru is different. It is a bhiru. Some people don't have difference between alpa prana and mahaprana. That is another problem. Huh? Yeah, Tamil, it is there in their language itself. But nowadays, even in Kannada, we are losing the difference between alpa prana and mahaprana. Earlier, they were teaching ga, kha, ga, gha, nga. They were teaching properly. Nowadays, I heard even in the school, the teacher doesn't know how to teach the difference between alpa prana and mahaprana. She just teaches ka, ka, ga, ga. Nga they cannot pronounce. Nga something they will pronounce. So this is a degradation of the language. So it is important to know the difference between alpa prana and mahaprana, and ghosha and aghosha, ga and ka. Some people don't know the difference between ka and ga also. Ka, kha, ga, gha. So anyway, bhiruhu is a person who has fear, a frightened one. Generally, a frightened one is understood as a person with weak mind. But here the Upanishad is talking about a mumukshu. A mumukshu is called bhiru. Does it mean a mumukshu has a weak mind? If he has a strong mind, he will not become a mumukshu. It is the other way around. Even to seek moksha, one should have a strong mind. Nayamatma balahinena labhyaha. One with weak mind cannot attain the Atma. To seek moksha, one should have a strong mind. One should have mental strength. Then why does the Upanishad call a mumukshu a bhiruhu? Here we should understand that even the fear is a vibhuti of Ishvara. We think fear is always bad, but it is not so. Even fear is a vibhuti, Ishvara's manifestation. In most cases, it is the fear that protects us. You are not standing in the middle of the road. Why? Because of fear. Then somebody says, I don't have fear, I will stand in the middle of the road. What will happen? Some vehicle will come and crush, mow him down. In most cases, fear acts as a protector. From that point of view, even fear is a grace of Ishvara. Even fear is a manifestation of Ishvara. There are some occasions where fear is desirable. And this fear, even the fear can be understood as Sattvika fear, Rajasa fear, and Tamasa fear. Sattvika bhaya, Rajasa bhaya, and Tamasa bhaya. In fact, everything can be classified into Sattvika, Rajasa, and Tamasa. And the same thing is applicable to fear also, to bhaya also. What is Tamasa bhaya? Tamasa fear. It is the fear which compels a person to do adharma. The fear that makes one to do adharma, such fear is called tamasa fear, tamasika bhaya. For example, I have a fear, suppose I have a fear to speak truth. If I speak truth, I will be in problem. Then I tell a lie. Telling a lie is adharma. On account of fear, I tell a lie. That fear is tamasa fear. On account of tamasa fear, people end up doing adharma, doing papa. Sometimes we are afraid of somebody, and on account of the fear, we hurt them. That is also tamasa fear. Then there is a rajasa fear, rajasa bhaya. Rajasa bhaya prevents a person from doing punya. It is a fear which prevents a person from doing punya. For example, you have to do dana. Then this person says, if I do dana, I will lose some money. Then if the money is not enough for me in future, what will I do? On account of insecurity, the person does not do dana. Dana is a punya. Dana has to be done. Yajñodanam tapaschaiva natyajyam karyameva tat. Yajna, dana and tapas, one should not give up. So, on account of that fear, if I do dana, I will lose some money. Then that money may not be adequate for me in future. He does not do dana. This is a Rajasa Bhaya. It prevents a person from doing good work, doing punya. This is second type of fear. So, tamasa fear causes papa. Rajasa fear prevents punya. Whereas, sattvika fear inspires one to do dharma, inspires one to grow in the spiritual path. Even the sattvika's fear can be understood at two levels. First of all, the sattvika fear, sattvika bhaya, prevents one from adharma and inspires one to do dharma. If I do adharma, I will get papa. This fear is sattvika fear. If I tell a lie, I will get papa. So I should not tell lies. What kind of fear is this? This is sattvika fear. Such fear is needed. Without such fear, one will not pursue the dharma. I should pursue the dharma and I should avoid adharma. Otherwise, my life will be miserable. I will have spiritual downfall. This fear is sattvika fear. It is a desirable fear. That is why we say bhaya bhakti. One should have bhaya and bhakti. Bhaya means fear of adharma, fear of violation of dharma. This is sattvika fear at one level. Then the same sattvika fear grows into the fear of samsara, fear of remaining in samsara. I will have another janma. If I have another janma, I will have to undergo same problems or even worse problems. This fear, the fear of samsara, on account of the fear of samsara, the person seeks moksha. Samsara bhaya, the fear of the perpetuation of samsara, fear of the continuation of samsara. This makes a person a mumukshu. I don't want to remain in samsara anymore. the idea of rebirth, the idea of janma, jara, roga, vruddhavastha, mrityu, everything frightens him. And then he seeks moksha. And since this fear is based on right perception, it is not a fear based on misconception. It is not a fear based on delusion. It is a fear based on proper perception. This is the nature of life. This is the nature of samsara. A fear born of viveka. Such viveka, such fear born of viveka motivates him to seek moksha. Therefore, the Upanishad calls a mumukshu bhiruhu. He has the fear of samsara and he wants to get rid of the samsara. He is afraid of samsara. Kaschid bhiruhu. There is the word kaschit. Kaschit means some rare person. Such fear is very rare. There are many other kind of fear. Rajasa bhaya and tamasa bhaya are very common. Commonly we come across those two types of fear. Sattvika bhaya is nowadays decreasing. Therefore, the Upanishad says kaschid bhiruhu. Some rare mumukshu. Mumukshus are always rare. That is why, even if the Vedanta classes are free, very few people turn up. It is all right, because mumukshus are very few. If many people gather, then you should understand that something is wrong there. Many people turning up in a moksha oriented program. It will not happen. Always it will be rare, less people. And even among that you will find a number will dwindle. It will keep dwindling. Already the number is dwindling. Because manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye. Even those who start are very few. And among those who start also, yatatam api siddhanam kaschinmam veti tattvataha. Even those who start, very few people continue and succeed. That is why, do not be disappointed because the number is less. I am not disappointed. Those who see, they will feel, oh, very few people are there. Is there anything wrong here because very few people are there? Some people may have doubt. Somewhere else many people are gathering. Therefore, that may be more valid source. Some people will have that doubt. But the Shastra says it is not so. If somebody is really thinking about moksha, really talking about moksha, then the number will be always lesser and lesser. So, kaschid bhiruhu prapadyate. Some rare mumukshu takes refuge at Ishvara. Ajata ityevam. So why he has to take refuge at Ishvara? Why not take refuge at somebody else? The Upanishad says, Ishvara alone is ajataha. Ajataha means he has no birth. No birth means he is free from samsara. Who can make us free from samsara? If a person himself is samsari, he cannot make us free from samsara. It is like approaching a person who has no money and asking him for money. Give me 10,000 rupees. You cannot approach a person without money to get some money from him. If I have to get money, I should go to a person who has money. At least he should have some money. Then you can expect he may give 10 rupees or 15 rupees. In the same manner, if a person is samsari, he cannot make me free from samsara. If somebody is drowning, he cannot rescue me from the ocean, from the water. If somebody has to rescue me, that person should be above water, outside water. In the same manner, Ishvara is the asamsari, ajataha. Ishvara has no janma. He is not born. Means he is free from samsara. Always a samsari. Therefore, from such person, from such Ishvara, we can seek moksha. Only Ishvara's grace can bring up, can give moksha, can make a person mukta. Therefore, it is proper to seek help from Ishvara. Therefore, a mumukshu prays to the Ishvara. He takes refuge at Ishvara. And the second half of this mantra, explains how he prays to Ishvara. Rudrayatte dakshinam mukham tena mam pahi nityam. Hey Rudra, O Rudra. Even the word Rudra is very apt here. Rudam dravayati iti Rudraha. One who removes the sorrow. Rut means a sorrow. Rudam dravayati. One who drives away the sorrow is called Rudra. Means the one who removes samsara. One who makes an individual free from samsara is called Rudra. Hey Rudra, O Rudra, Bhagavan, yatte dakshinam mukham, yat te dakshinam mukham. The seeker, the mumukshu, is referring to the dakshina mukha of Rudra. Dakshina mukha can be understood in two ways. One is the south, southern face. According to some description in the Shastra, Rudra has 5 faces. Panchamukha. Even Rudraksha has 5 faces. The mostly available Rudraksha has 5 faces. Rudraksha with the lesser faces are rare. Panchamukhi Rudraksha. In the same manner, Rudra also has 5 faces. And among the 5 faces, there is a southern face of Rudra. The southern face of Rudra is called Aghora. It is called Aghora. Aghora Rupa. Aghora means Saumya, the pleasant form. Therefore, Dakshinam Rupam implies the pleasant form. Even in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna prays to the pleasant form of Bhagavan. Show me your pleasant form. Saumya Rupa. In the same manner, the Aghora Rupa is the Saumya Rupa of Rudra. Yeah, Dakshinamurti also can be understood here. Dakshinam Rupam can also be understood as Dakshinamurti. That's another interpretation. Now, this interpretation is Aghora Rupa. So, the Mumukshu is praying to the Aghora Rupa, the Saumya Rupa. Tena mam pahi nityam. Through that form of yours, mam nityam pahi. protect me always. Now another description of Dakshinam Mukham. The word Dakshina has the meaning of expert, skillful, daksha, dexterous. Implying one who is capable of imparting the Brahma Vidya and thereby giving moksha. In that interpretation, this will mean the Guru form of Ishvara, which is nothing other than Dakshinamurti. That is another interpretation. So, through your Guru form, Mam Nityam Pahi, protect me always. What is the protection? The commentator says, here the protection means moksha, making one free from samsara through Brahma Vidya. That is the protection implied here. Next mantra. Manastoke Tanaye Mana Ayushi Mano Goshu Mano Ashveshu Ririshaha Viran Mano Rudra Bhamito Vadhihi Havishmantaha Sadamitva Havamahe. The previous mantra was a prayer by a mumukshu, whereas this mantra is a prayer by a person who does not seek moksha. At least in this mantra, he is not seeking moksha. He is seeking protection of his wealth, his belongings, etc. Therefore, this prayer can be understood as a prayer for Artha Purushartha. The previous one was a prayer for Moksha Purushartha. This is a prayer for Artha Purushartha. There are 4 Purusharthas: Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. Among them, many people in the world will have only 2 Purusharthas. purusharthas. Everyone will not have 4 purusharthas. Many will have only 2 purushartha. What are they? Artha and Kama. These purusharthas are definitely there. Everyone. It's a common purushartha. Everyone in the world has. Dharma purushartha, a little rare. Everyone don't have dharma purushartha. Some people have, whereas many people won't have much. That is why in our place there was an expression, this person has papa punya. Ivariga solpa papa punya ide. What does it mean? Papa punya is there means this person has dharma purushartha. Many people don't have papa punya. Means no dharma purushartha. Now, even those who have dharma purushartha, what is dharma meant for? If you ask, some people will say dharma is meant for artha. This person chants Lalita Sahasranama and goes to temple. Why do you do this? Then he says, I want money. If I chant Lalita Sahasranama and if I do puja every day, I get material prosperity. So dharma is meant for artha for him. Then what is artha meant for? He will say artha is meant for kama. I have to fulfill my desires. I want to get a good car, good house, good TV, good dress, and go for a holiday abroad once or twice a year. Earlier they used to go for a holiday once in a lifetime. Many people don't even get passport. But then some people became little upper middle class. Then they thought once in a lifetime we should have a foreign trip, Switzerland or New Zealand or Holland or Netherlands, some land, Thailand. So once in a lifetime they used to go for a holiday trip abroad. So nowadays they say no, we have to go every year. One foreign trip is needed every year. So once Thailand, another Switzerland. So every year they go for a foreign trip. So that is kama. So artha, dharma is meant for artha and artha is meant for kama. This is a model. This is a gradation of priority. Some people have this priority model. But then the Shastra says this is not a proper way of thinking. If you are doing dharma for the sake of artha and the artha is meant for the sake of kama, then that person is wasting his life. Because kama can only give kshanika sukha. It can only give temporary happiness. For a while, one can be happy going for a holiday trip. Then again, come back and eat idli sambar. It will give only temporary happiness. Instead, one has to reverse that priority and add one more to the purushartha. Add moksha. Adding moksha is not that easy. It is very rare. Rare few people will really have moksha purushartha in the list of their priority. Then this person adds moksha. And then the Shastra says, Bhagavatam says, Dharma should be meant for moksha. Dharma is not meant for artha, it is meant for moksha. By performing good action, one should seek chitta shuddhi and jnana prapti. That is the purpose of dharma purushartha. Dharma is meant for moksha. Then what about artha? Artha should be for dharma. Artha should be utilized for dharma. Use the money in order to do dharma, yajna, dana, etc. Then what about kama? Kama should be meant for conducting one's life. For conducting one's life, there can be kama purushartha. Like if I have to live, I have to eat food. If I have to eat, I need some tasty food. Rasya, snigdha, sthira, hridya. Some taste is needed for food. Now, I will give you a food without uppu khara. That is not possible. That some, spice and salt one may have to add for a healthy life. So, to that extent, kama is needed. So, kama is meant for conducting life. Then it is fine. Life is not meant for kama. Kama should be meant for conducting the life. And life is not meant for artha also. Artha is meant for dharma. And dharma is meant for moksha. This is the right model of priority. Now this person is praying for artha, rather protection of his artha, his wealth, his relatives and so on. So let us see the mantra. He Rudra, O Rudra, Naha toke ma ririshaha. Naha toke. Toka means putra, son. Ma ririshaha. Do not destroy my son. Do not destroy our son. Protect our son. Naha tanaye ma ririshaha. Tanaye means pautre. Here Tanaya means grandson. Toka is son, Tanaya means grandson. In this context, do not kill our grandson. Naha ayushimaririshah. Do not destroy our life so that we live a complete lifespan, 80, 90, 100 years. Naha goshumaririshah. Do not destroy our cows, cattle. Naha ashveshu maririshah. Do not destroy our horses. Bhamitaha means kopitaha. Do not be angry. Being angry, naha viran ma vadhihi. Do not kill our veeras, our heroes, our soldiers, our warriors who protect our nation. Vayam havishmantaha sadam ittatva havamahe. Vayam, we, the bhaktas, havishmantaha, with the havis, means offering oblations to you. Sadam it means sada eva, always. Tva havamahe, we invite you, we worship you, and we invite you to protect us. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.